Hello. All right. Welcome back to hell. Things have gotten so much worse than you could possibly imagine. If you don't already know, if you're not in the US or just in Europe or whatever. But today we're not going to be talking about that. Today we're going to be talking about how to brush your teeth. Because, well, I'm bored. Before I start working on the house and usual, I got nothing to do. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. And also, uh, you'd be surprised how many people do it incorrectly. It's just a little couple things. Everybody knows how to brush your teeth, but also I want to encourage you in case you're like me and you have depression. If you have any sort of depression, or if you're just, even if you don't have, if you're not, if you don't have a disorder for depression, and if you just feel like absolute dog shit, something horrible's gone in your life, or you're just really, really tired, I want to inform you how important it is because I have a cavity. I got my first cavity and my first day of work back at the haunt. Like on the Friday, I was chewing gum. Yeah, and sure enough, I felt something sharp and crunchy. I thought it was nothing. Two more. Turns out it was my filling. It broke. So that was because for a while when I was depressed, I didn't brush my teeth all that often, and it was really gross. So for today, we're gonna admit to do that. So first rule: you don't leave the water running as you brush your teeth. Okay, so I have Sensodyne. I think it's just CVS brand, whatever. Use a toothpaste if it's just any toothpaste, it should be good. Try to avoid charcoal because it's a little abrasive for your teeth. So yeah, just stick to the toothpaste, wet it. Only put just like a little bit. You don't need all that much. Okay, I'll now pause to skip here because it's gross, but okay. You don't want to just kind of blindly go into the motion. You want to, if I were you, if you're neurodivergent like me, put on a video or listen to one song that's roughly around like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. At least if you, I mean, if you're really in a stretch, really just get 1 minute in here. So yeah, so brushing your teeth. Um, Make sure you get everywhere underneath, on the cheeks, whatever. And you want to brush your tongue as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I have brushed my teeth. But what you want to do is, or what you don't want to do is, you don't want to rinse out. That's the thing I was doing for years when I was younger. So do not rinse as soon as you brush your teeth, because the reason you don't want to do that is, even though if it doesn't taste good to you, I mean, I don't mind it because I like mint and other flavors and whatnot, but it was because I'm weird. I just like the mint taste. But don't rinse it out because you need the phosphorus to stay on your teeth. Because your teeth, even though they aren't technically bones, I mean they essentially are. They're the only bones that stick out. And you gotta remember, enamel is as strong as steel, but acids corrode metal, so you gotta be very careful because bones are made out of calcium and phosphorus primarily. There's a few other ones, but that's mostly it. So your teeth have the outside layer is the enamel, and you want to protect it because if the dentin gets damaged, you are fucked. And if you're in America right now, insurance might not cover it if you don't have it. And for this one, uh, for just this little cavity, instead of like anywhere from like 40 to 100 or even a couple $100, $400, it is $2,800, and with insurance it's 1,400. They cut it in half. I can't afford that, so I gotta live with this shit for fucking who knows how long in this godforsaken economy. But until then, do not wash away do not use water to rinse this away. You want to clean it, and I have a second, and you want to leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. I always go for the 10 minutes just to make sure it's all in there. But just so you want to do 10-second intervals. That is the most important part. 10-second intervals. I have a second one specifically. It's a sodium fluoride. It's a fluoride toothpaste to help. But you could also use mouthwash, but just as long as it usually doesn't matter what order you do it in. Probably want to end with some kind of toothpaste. You could start, or you could go after with good old mouthwash. I have regular, And there's also specific. There's other different kinds that help with different things. Like this one. This one's nasty, but it's this one is for painful tooth sensitivity, so I need this. So it all depends on your situation and what your teeth's health, or your mouth, your dental health is looking like. So yeah, biggest things. Do not. So brush teeth. Obviously, don't let the water run. You want to get everywhere. You want to make sure you get the palate and tongue everywhere because that's where bacteria. You have more bacteria in your mouth than there are people on the planet. It is a lot. So that is why you have to at least minimum twice a day. You're gonna brush your teeth. Make sure you let the phosphorus sit because that is what strengthens your enamel, and we only have one permanent pair. So, and that's about it. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better next time. See ya.